Hey y'all, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are when you see this video. Thank you for joining me, Dorothea, on Through an Orthodox Christian Lens. It is November 28th, the day after Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a blessed Thanksgiving, those who celebrate that, observe it. And I have a few stories for you today, and we're going to go into a different area of the Orthodox world in the Middle East. So let me start first off. This is kind of an update on the whole thing with the Pan-Orthodox meeting in Washington. I have one other piece on that I just saw recently this afternoon. Okay, so it came out the 21st. As you know, they met with the Congress people, but in this particular one, they're saying they met with an Orthodox congressman about persecution of the Ukrainian church. I did not know there was an Orthodox congressman in Congress. So they met, as you know, all of these were there. Okay, so the delegation, including this, as I've told you before. Okay, so His Eminence Metropolitan Nicholas, the first hierarch of Rokor, His Grace Bishop John Abdallah of Worcester, Antiochian, Father Vasily Vranik, representing His Grace Bishop Irene of Eastern America, Serbia, and they met with the representative Daryl Issa. He is an Antiochian Orthodox Christian. Very important to have representative there for us. Interesting. Okay, that is Bishop John here. I actually had met him when I was still married to my ex-husband, and we were living in Massachusetts. Very nice man. Okay, let's go through just this small portion here. Delegation member and co-chair of the Young Republican National Federation, Catherine Whitefield, wrote about the meeting on X. Thank you, Congressman Issa, for meeting with our delegation of Pan-Orthodox bishops and clergy yesterday to discuss the ongoing religious persecution of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. We are grateful for his leadership as vice chair of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. So that's pretty important. He's the vice chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, and as an Antiochian Orthodox Christian himself, for his deep understanding of the challenges faced by persecuted Christians around the world, for sure. Now, you know the Antiochian Church. Its mother church is out of Antioch, which is the Damascus, Syria area, as I've said before, where the Patriarch John X resides. Thank you for the conversation and his commitment to defending religious freedom. So, as you know, that's good that they were able to meet with him. Now, speaking of the Antiochian thing, I'm just going to go to a few Syrian stories because it's been a while. So this was on November 12th. After 13 years, Orthodox bishop leads prayer at war-damaged Syrian village church. As you can see here. For the first time since 2012, Christian clergy gathered for worship outside the Antiochian Orthodox Church in the historically Christian village of Al-Ghassaniya in the Idlib province recently, marking a significant moment in the community's efforts to return to their homes after more than a decade of displacement. His Eminence Metropolitan Athanasios of Latakia for the Antiochian Patriarchate presided over the service, which took place before the church building rather than inside it. He was joined by Archimandrite Bulas, who has been elected bishop, other clerics and leaders from other Christian denominations. There it is. Picture of that. Nice to see. We longed for this day of return, Metropolitan Athanasius said during the gathering. Today we are back, and we will remain steadfast, serving this land forever. That particular place, situated in the Jisr al-Shura, I can't pronounce anything, countryside, sustained heavy damage during the war years, forcing most residents to flee. The village also mourns Father Francis Morat, a monk from the Syriac Catholic monastery of Al-Mudan, who was killed during the fighting. The prayer service follows a recent announcement by the Franciscan order that the Antiochian Orthodox Archdiocese of Latakia and the Presbyterian Church about the first pastoral gathering for Christian families in that area. This initiative represents an initial step toward enabling residents to gradually return and rebuild religious and communal life. Let's hope so. Watch this short little video here.
هلا واقفين هون لنشكر ربنا اولا.
Well, it's certainly nice to see them happy amongst all that's been going on there with the head chopper as the president of that country. It's nice to see that they have a moment to have some joy in their lives. Before the war, this place was home to three main churches: the Antiochian Orthodox Church, the Latin Church, and the Evangelical Church. The village traditionally held an annual celebration on August 15th for the feast of the Dormition of the Theotokos, attracting villagers and visitors from surrounding areas. Residents hope to restore this tradition. The resumption of prayer in that area represents both a religious observance and a demonstration of the community's determination to reclaim their village and rebuild their lives after years of absence and destruction. Yes, it's been terrible there for Syrians. That was a little piece of joy. Unfortunately, on November 24th, Islamists in Homs, Syria, devastate Christian quarter. On November 23rd, 2025, major attacks on Christian and Alawite areas of the city were recorded in Homs, Syria. According to sources and video footage from the scene, armed jihadists from desert areas, including the Bani Khalid tribe and groups associated with the Julani regime, are converging on the city. Calls for reprisals against Alawites and Christians are spreading online. Local residents report that extremists openly threaten to repeat what they failed to accomplish in Sawada: mass attacks on the civilian population. According to available information, armed militants attacked homes and residents of the Armenian quarter of Homs. Published footage shows jihadists rampaging through streets, setting property on fire, and causing chaos in residential areas of the city. Patches and symbols of the terrorist organization Daesh, ISIS, are clearly visible on their clothing and headgear. I didn't do anything here, but I'll play it for a minute. Oh, Lord. I really don't want to see if there's something really horrible going on, but there's lots of video on it. You can look on this site if you want to see it. The destruction affected several districts populated by Christians and Alawites. Local residents report numerous cases of violence, looting, and threats of further reprisals. The situation remains tense. Local communities are asking global Christian and humanitarian organizations to pay attention to what is happening and help stop the radicals' attacks on the peaceful population. Well, it's interesting. Earlier, Cyprus and the USA agreed on cooperation to protect Christians in Syria. Some pictures here. Yeah. Well, I mean, should I try to look at one? You think I'll be okay without too much terrible stuff? Lord have mercy. That's terrible. I think they're breaking that car's windows. I don't really want to watch anymore. Anyway, so two things going on in Syria, the good and the bad, and the story about the congressman who, I'm sure, as he being Antiochian, is aware what's going on in Syria. I hope that he's working with the people there, the Orthodox Church there. I hope so. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you this evening on this particular story. It's been a while since I've read anything about what's going on in Syria, so I wanted to share that with you. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for following my channel, for all your support. And if you haven't hit the notification bell below the video, go ahead and do that so that when my videos come out, you immediately are notified. And I hope this was informative to you. And I'll be back later. Until next time.